Peace and love, everybody. It's me, Jazz. I am here, home. Um, I just felt like doing another little recording and a little update video on my life and how I feel and things like that. So I'm like, looking through my pictures and looking through a whole lot of other people's pictures on Facebook, because that's what we do, right? Is stare at other people's lives and, you know, uh, embrace our inner narcissism or inner narcissists and stare at ourselves or post pictures of ourselves or post pictures of our friends or things we like and, things like that. So, I've been just here on break home, staying at Heather's house again. Um, she moved. Now we're in Bushwick, which is cool. Love Bushwick. I don't know. I guess this one is just going to be about what I've been thinking about the future and kind of what I want my future to be, which is something I always talk about. But I'm just going to put these on now and see what that looks like. Ooh, kind of classy. Yeah. Peace and love, Ozzy Osbourne glasses. But yeah, so, it's been an interesting summer thus far. It's my first summer back from school. Um, I haven't really done a whole lot. I'm looking for work as always, so always looking for something to do, some kind of work. Not having the best of luck. There's this open house, I believe, on Tuesday for Urban Outfitters that I'm going to go to. I think I'm really looking, I guess, now for retail positions or like something like that. Figure I can kill two birds with one stone. Like, I'll have an income and then, discounts on clothes and stuff, which I do need drastically. I've been trying to lose weight, dieting, exercising, um, you know, stuff like that. Trying not to eat any carbs, walking a lot, doing like crunches here and there. I guess I need to be a little more motivated with the exercise, but trying to do that. We actually filmed a little video for Chrysalis lingerie again. I was wearing like one of the Chrysalis bras, and they have little inserts in them, and we displayed that. They also finally have the T-string um, created, and that's pretty cool too. But yeah, I guess what I really wanted to talk about was how I'm feeling about finding work. And I realized, like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I have the potential for so much, and it's not being actualized. And I don't know what I need to do to actualize my potential. I guess I would one have to realize what I want to do and focus on. And I thought that I had that too, and I, think it's writing. I think writing is definitely something that I'm very interested in. Working on my own book right now, kind of, sort of, and a bunch of little short stories and things like that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know how lucrative that would be. Um, I definitely want to do something with the arts as well, and I haven't really had any opportunity to do that. I've been looking into, you know, jobs that deal with that, like at museums or art galleries or, things like that. And I'm not like a art history major or anything like that, but I guess that would be a crucial part of um, that kind of stuff. So beyond that, I don't know. So that's one thing. I've been going on a couple of dates here and there, meeting a couple of guys. Nothing seems promising, um, and that's kind of annoying. There's this group on Facebook that's like a secret group for trans women, um, to pretty much talk about guys that they're dating or have dated or have dealt with in some kind of, capacity. And interestingly enough, I've vented on that site about people, and apparently, um, for whatever reason, my discussing my personal issues is not well received, and people um, seem to be angry at that. So I guess that there are trans women who may have connections to some of the guys that I apparently, dealt with, and they would go and tell those guys that I was talking about them in that forum, which is just really counterproductive in a lot of ways. I mean, I thought that was the purpose of the thing. So, I mean, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. Now it's done. What's done is done. And to be honest, I don't care. There's, a bazillion more fish in the sea. But my whole thing is, it just seems like guys are total losers, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anyone that I'm meeting anyway, who's like genuinely um, interested in me as a person, more maybe interested in me in other ways. I don't know. And I'm always thinking about it. I'm like, what could it be? What could my flaws be? I mean, besides, my not having a job, my not having anything, really going on for myself at the moment. I don't know what else it could be. Someone told me, another guy friend told me that it was because I'm too tall, and that is obviously intimidating. I'm like, well, if you're intimidated by my height, and you might also, feel some type of way about the fact that I'm trans, period. And I think that's really where it comes from, because it's not just my height. If I was a biological, female, born female, then, and I was, as tall as I am, 6'3", 190 centimeters, I don't think that that would be an issue. And oddly enough, when I'm walking around in the street, it sure doesn't stop everybody, and like every man, every old woman, every whoever, from complimenting me and saying that I'm beautiful and things like that. Which brings me to another subject. A lot of people keep saying like, oh, that I'm so pretty and I'm so beautiful and I'm this and I'm that, and I don't always feel that way, and it's like kind of crazy, which is why I was kind of staring at my Facebook pictures today, and I started actually, as you know, as messed up as this sounds psychologically, I started deleting pictures that I didn't like of myself, or not deleting, but untagging myself from pictures that I didn't like of myself. And I don't know. I was just looking at some of the other girls. Like, I'll be honest. Like the other girls in Chrysalis, modeling for Chrysalis lingerie are so beautiful, like so beautiful, and have so much going on for themselves. And I look at them and I am in awe of these women, and I think they are just some very, very intelligent and you know hardcore women. Like, they really persevere to do the things that they're doing. The women who are creating Chrysalis, Sai and Simone, are brilliant, and they are really doing a wonderful thing. The other models, Maya, Reese, Pecha, beautiful, 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 beautiful women, and doing wonderful things with their lives. Like Reese is like modeling up a storm and doing wonderfully. Pecha, who's absolutely gorgeous, is a wonderful model, taking acting classes, um, working at a jewelry design thing, which I just was looking at her pictures too, and I'm like, wow, look at this. She's, doing a lot. It's like really, it's really high class. And I don't know, I just wonder what, how I even ended up among these women. And it's like, I don't know. So I'm trying to, figure out what I want to do with my life, and it's just not working out. Things are not going the way that I would hope that they would go, or the way that I planned. And I don't know. I have no idea. I just really don't know what to do about anything. Um, yeah. I'm trying though. And I don't know, hopefully things will be cool. I ran into Mickey Blanco on 14th Street, which was kind of amazing. And he called me by name. She called me by name, like knew my name, which was kind of a big deal to me. Like, I mean, although I do remember, like, I did meet her at um, the magazine launch party for, oh man, I can't remember the name of the magazine, but Reese was in it. Louis Venegas magazine. Darn, what was it called? Can't believe I can't remember the name. It's an awesome magazine. It's like gender, gender queer, kind of like just androgyny, like all that kind of stuff. Beautiful. And Reese actually modeled in there along with like Giselle Extravaganza and Trace Mizrahi, and a bunch of girls. And even at that party, there were so many beautiful, trans women, and so many beautiful people, period. And it was like, wow, how did I even get to this? Reese had invited me, which was really nice. I don't know. I feel like, and that's, like I feel like I'm getting all these uh, things. Well, let me finish. So, Mickey Blanco apparently is filming a video, I think, this Sunday. Um, they said that they were going to get in contact with me. I had emailed or sent them a message on Facebook, and they said that they wanted me to be in the video, but I haven't heard back from him yet, which is fine. I'm sure, he's very busy, and, they have a lot going on. It's apparently going to be styled by Italian Vogue, and, I would have loved to have been a part of that, but, if not, that's cool too, and, more power to him, but I'm just wondering, like, how can I benefit from this lucratively, or monetarily rather? And I don't know how I can benefit from any of this, but I'm trying. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is the fact that what seems to be happening is like some very weird, strange, other kind of thing, because just as much as there are people who are trying to push me in the right direction, or, which is relative, there are people who are suggesting things that I would rather not do. Um, I was most recently sort of bamboozled into what I thought was a bartending position, and I went to go apply for that, and turns out that it was a dungeon or something, and they were trying to get me to be a dominatrix there. Not that I have anything against that or, BDSM or anything like that, but sex work in general, like, I'm really not trying to take that route for my own, self-edification, not necessarily because I think it's wrong or anything like that, but I just want to prove that to myself that I can make it without, taking those steps. And it's like so many people keep trying to push me in that direction. Like even guys that I meet, like, why don't you do, tranny porn, or why don't you do, whatever. Like, no, I don't want to do tranny porn. I don't want to be known for that. I don't want to be seen in that light. It's bad enough already that, people, guys, over sexualize me and, turn me into like some kind of like fantasy for them or whatever. So I don't need that extra baggage going on. Um, I don't know. Nobody seems to get it. It's so hard for me to like talk freely without probably incriminating myself or incriminating someone else or straight up calling people out on things. But yeah, like the guy who I just recently met, the one who apparently blocked me on Facebook, and who I was talking about in the forum. And only because it was just really kind of rude. Like I came there, I was not thinking that it was gonna be what it was. And I'm not gonna lie, he was super duper hot. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know how to turn this down. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, well, you know, you only live once, right? Take the opportunity. I mean, I have had, you know, very attractive men in my life. But I mean, in this particular instance, it's like my summer vacation. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. But then it wasn't even as enjoyable as I had hoped. And then, furthermore, afterwards, it was like pretty much like hit the road jack kind of thing. And I'm just like, really? Like, is this the road that I'm going down? Am I being disrespected in that capacity? And I'm gonna be honest, like that's how I felt. I felt disrespected, and I vented about it in the forum. And apparently, someone knew him or something and told him, and then he blocks me on Facebook when he was the one who had even sent me a friend request and everything in the first place. So that's just funny. Uh, yeah, and that's the second time that has happened in that forum. Second time. And, so that's the other thing. I just don't understand why people are uh, being disrespectful when it's already hard enough for us. And then, like, we're being disrespectful to each other, trans women. But then also, or at least they're disrespecting me for whatever reason. Um, and there's a lot that plays into that, I think. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm done. This is like 20 minutes long. All right.